chance. No, not all the way down. See what this looks like. Morning all. Thank you to everyone who's liked and subscribed so far. We really appreciate it. I need your feedback with something. I'm seeing a lot of the same questions and I'm getting a lot of the same messages, and it's all around the business stuff. I love the business side of things, right? I just so happen to be a bricklayer, but I appreciate a lot of you guys are very, very good at your job and sometimes struggle to make the jump from being good at your job to being good in business and even setting up because of the fear around how to run a construction company. There's a lot to it. It can be very difficult and very daunting. It definitely was for me. So I'm looking to create something that's affordable for everybody, an A to Z of how to run a construction company. Whether you're a carpenter, a plumber, a bricklayer, it don't matter. Something in one place. I want to put everything that people don't want to tell you. All right, from setting the company up to marketing to branding to how to create content, how to gain traction. For those of you that watched last week's vlog, or the week before, sorry, it was around how we went from zero to £3 million to price £3 million worth of work in year one. Anybody can do it, and in an industry like construction where everyone wants to work for themselves, you need to set yourself apart from the crowd. All right, I want to tell you guys how to do that. I want to tell you how we've done that. That's why we set this channel up. If you want to learn to lay bricks, there's so many bricklaying YouTubers that will teach you how to do that. I want to teach people how to get ahead in business, in construction. We're active, we're running a construction company, and I want to help you guys avoid the pitfalls that we fell into. All right, so whether you're a startup and you want to get going and you don't know where to go, you don't know how to start, you don't know how to get in front of the right people, you don't know how to gain traction, you don't know how to price, no problem. I'll tell you all of that stuff. And also people that have a construction company that want to level up. Let me know your thoughts on that. Give me some feedback. If there's an appetite for it and you lot want it, I'll create it. 100% I will. I just need to know that there's an appetite for it before I create it. A lot of the comments and the questions that I'm getting are around the same stuff, which is why I've just put this little bit out. Anyway, let's get into this week's vlog. We built this house out of white bricks last year, and then we came back a few months ago and we built that extension. All right, they're just finishing it off. They've got the soldiers up the top, all the way over the top of the windows. Lovely plot, nice little pool behind us, and we are back today to build the triple garage. Geese are going mental. The triple garage, the changing rooms. I think there's a pump station in there as well. I put like a plant room thing in there as well. It's single plinth, so is the house. We didn't set out the plinth on the house, or we did, but we didn't do the substructure. So whoever set the substructure out on the house didn't do it the way that we do it. All right, I'm going to show you why. I'm going to explain what they've done and what I would have done differently and what we're going to do differently on the triple garage. And I'm going to show you how we do it. I'm going to record the whole first lift. All right, that's enough of me waffling. Let's do this. Right, so we didn't set the substructure out on this block. We turned up on site and we're already at DPC. Right, so because you've got a single plinth, the whole building is 55 mil bigger on each corner. Right, so what happens is when you come over the top of the single plinth, the whole building reduces back. Now, you want it to be brickwork, full bricks, right, like this, all the way up the building. You don't want to be cutting 3/4 all the way up the corner of the building. Whoever set this one out, set it out below DPC with full bricks. And the problem you've got with that is you can't have full bricks below and full bricks above on a single plinth because you're coming back 55 mil. All right. So what we had to do is we had to put quarter bond on the plinth for it then to work brickwork above. We had to be a bit clever with the plinth. We don't do it like that. There's two ways you can do it. You can either put a closure in here, and then when you come over, this works brickwork, and then this works brickwork. And what happens is when you come above, you just lose the closure. all right? I don't like doing that. I don't like putting closures in things unless it's Flemish bond or English bond. So what we choose to do, and I'll show you in a second, is you put a 160 cut on each corner. So you have a half 160, you have a 160 going the other way, and then what happens is when you come above, you just lose the 160 and it goes back to 100 or 105, whatever it is, and it goes back to brickwork measurements. All right, so if you're setting out a single plinth and you don't want quarter bond on the plinth, make sure you put a 160 or a 55mm closure below DPC, below plinth, should I say. And when you come over, it'll work brickwork nicely all the way to the top. All right, so 2-inch backing block, and then what will happen is when it comes over, the brickwork comes over the plinth, single plinth, it will sit on the backing block for the front of the plinth brick. When you're setting this first course of blocks out, get a 2-foot level or boat level, just bang it on top like that, just to make sure the blocks are plumb. You can go that way if you want, just as easy to bang it on the top. So what happens is, if you build your corner up, if the first block is like that and then you come off of there, but before you know it, your cavity's already 5 or 10mm big as you're going up on your corner. Actually, do you believe Christian's got the splits in the bag?
Tear his ACL.
He tear his ACL? I reckon he's got it in the bag. No, not all the way down. To be fair. Go on then.
Me?
Go on then.
I can't do it.
Cracking start to the day. Went in the van, got an AdBlue container, gonna cut it up, put all the weep holes in, and a little bit of AdBlue left in it. I put it in the diesel, so now the van's got to be pumped. Cracking start to the day. On a different note, we've started a new trail, and let's get this superstructure built. That was an expensive morning. £428. Hey, that'll teach me. Second time in 6 months I've done that. That is how you do a single plinth. We've got the 160, 160, 160, 160. Yeah, 160. So we've got the cut. We've got a cut below. 160. 160, and above full brick, half bond, full brick, half bond, and then that goes all the way up in full bricks, all right? -7, -1, -10, t-shirt weather. Chris has very beautifully built this pier. All we've got left is from there, round here, and into that corner. And that is this lift done.
No miss, mate.
The drive is on. The lads are just finishing round the back. We've got goal, we can't build this front because we've got goal posts to go in there. And then there. So that front's going to get left down. We've got the scaffolders coming in here tomorrow to go from the front corner all the way around and scaffold what they can. And the goal posts, the steels, are supposed to be turning up on site today, getting installed tomorrow. So realistically, I'm going to get a hod carrier back here probably Monday maybe, or maybe Saturday. And then we're going to come back next week and just top it off. I'll probably send the 2-in-1 back. It's only going up 2.4. So yeah, there's not a lot left in it. I'm not here tomorrow. I'm going back over to our Finchampster job, the big house. Rob's loaded it out. I'm going to get all the profiles set up, set all the datums up, and then when the lads are finished doing the front pier tomorrow here, they'll come over and then we'll get that one up. The phone is going off the hook at the moment. We've got loads coming in. We've just won another 2 jobs this week, 2 different sites, a single house on each. Nice builds, so it is all hands on deck. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do. Turn on notifications and I'll see you lot next week.